I'm Bill Dunlop, this year's campaign chair. During the past few years, the Valley United Way annual campaign has incorporated the phrase caring community in our campaign literature, in our video, in our community outreach. For us, caring community is more than a slogan. It is the way we see the Valley, as a place where people care for each other, rich or poor, young and old, facing life's challenges or celebrating one's joys. The Valley United Way is a prominent feature on the face of our Valley. Our 23 partner agencies are a reflection of community needs. Agencies like Area Congregations Together, the Girl Scouts, and the Valley YMCA offer vital services to a full complement of people who live and work here. For over 20 years, Area Congregations Together has been providing shelter to the homeless and food for Valley families and individuals. Spooner House offers a safe haven to folks like Roger.
For 71 years, this land has been Roger's home. It's been in his family since the late 1880s. And independent as he is, the last few winters he has spent with his brother. This year was different.
I stayed with my brother, really. He lives in Dunlop. But this year he had problems, so he really didn't want me to come down, so I came to the Spooner House.
Short as his stay has been, Roger has come to appreciate the simple comforts that Spooner House offers. Plentiful meals, a place for his belongings, a warm bed.
It was giving me a place to stay with all the food I can eat. And I don't have much money, so what can I say, you know? To me it was heaven.
Roger has adapted to his temporary shelter and finds constructive ways to spend his time until he returns to his beloved home.
Well, it's home sweet home. Even though there's no house out of it anymore, the sheds, everything's burned down, and the few sheds that are left are all falling down. So, but it's still home, you know what I mean? I feel at home there. After 71 years, I think I should.
ACT, a partner agency of the Valley United Way, has been serving the community for over 20 years, sheltering families, providing meals, operating a food bank, helping people weather the tough times until they can reclaim their independence.
I've seen some people come in practically out of snowbanks in here. They have to have a place to stay. I could never see this place closing down.
The symbols are recognizable and enduring. Though the handbooks have been updated, badges redesigned, and the uniforms tailored, the Girl Scout promise remains the same. Opportunity for every girl. 60 years ago, Rebecca Walker of Ansonia decided the girls in her church needed just that kind of opportunity.
There was Girl Scout troops around here, but they were not all black Girl Scout troops. And that's what I wanted to have. The black girls involved also in scouting. So, spiritually involved, I just said, well, we got a lot of girls here that need to be doing something besides going to the ice cream parlor, George.
Now, 60 years later, another Girl Scout leader, knowing the impact of scouting, is running a troop at the Tinney Center.
When I came in October, it was real slow at first. We only had like 5 or 6 girls. And as the program progressed each week and I started doing different things, the kids started noticing, and then it ended up being 26 kids by the time June hit.
Coincidentally, one of the scouts in Roberta's troop is Rebecca Walker's granddaughter, Kayla.
My grandma's connection to the Girl Scouts, like she said to me 1,000 times, I started the first black Girl Scout troop in the Valley. That started it all, from having black leaders, black girls, and it really inspired me because I was very proud about who I am. And knowing that my grandmother was right there, my mother was right there beside me, just helped me even more.
There have been countless changes since the early 40s, but amazingly, many Girl Scout activities, attending meetings, earning badges, camping, taking trips, have remained largely the same. So have leadership goals.
At that time, I thought it was a need for Girl Scouting because it helped them to build up their esteem. And some of the girls were very shy. They weren't coming together and I just felt like that was something that I could do to help these girls.
My goals are to instill values, leadership, to have them be able to be self-sufficient, to be independent, to have their school grades increase.
Kayla is 12 and a half. Her grandma Rebecca proudly carries her 81 years. Listen to them, and you know that Girl Scouting has successfully crossed a generational divide.
Girl Scouts has taught me how to be more independent, to be more ladylike, to be responsible for what I say and do.
I feel as if the girl should be able to build herself more esteem, to be able to care for herself, carry herself out in public places with dignity. You know what I mean? I'm who I am. That's what I am. I am somebody.
Self-esteem, leadership, responsibility. The lessons and gifts of Scouting. The commitment of yesterday, coupled with the promise of tomorrow.
Challenge is no stranger to Cathy Adamczyk and her family. As a matter of fact, Cathy has had 4 neck and back surgeries in the last 3 years, and the impact on her family has been profound. The 5 Adamczyk children, especially the older girls, have had to assume many responsibilities beyond their years.
I'm not able to do what I used to be able to do. So I've had to rely on my children to help out more than kids should have to. My 2 oldest ones, 6 weeks before I knew I was having this surgery, I knew I had to prepare them in order to take over for a lot of the chores.
The family also must always be attendant to Michael, who is autistic. Though Mike functions at a high level, according to Cathy, he requires 100% care and attention when he's awake. Physical therapy has been key to restoring Cathy's strength and mobility. Cathy's fragility necessitates that most of the therapy take place in a pool. Because insurance coverage was limited and eventually lapsed, Cathy looked to the Valley YMCA for assistance.
I went to Mike Cook, who is one of the ones that runs things here, and I said, I need water, I need a pool, I need somewhere to do my physical therapy. So I called him on the phone, and he said, when do you want to begin? And I said, well, I was thinking maybe tomorrow. And he said, you tell me the time. And I gave him a time. He said, I'll meet you.
This wasn't the first time the Y had been helpful to Cathy and her family. Cathy credits the Y preschool and summer programs with helping her daughters develop self-confidence and social skills.
She's a social butterfly. She was president of her 8th grade class. She's a pom-pom girl in high school. She's got more friends than you can imagine. She's always on the phone. It has helped develop her into the person she is today.
Several programs were made available to Cathy's children by way of scholarships and financial aid. The Adamczyk family was awarded a discounted full family membership at one point, and the support goes way beyond money.
They all go out of their way. They're not even going out of their way. That's just the way they are. They're very warm, and they make you feel wanted. And I've had a couple of the members on the staff actually retrieve my car for me because I couldn't walk up the hill.
The Valley YMCA has been serving the Valley community for 135 years, offering aquatics, personal fitness, after-school programs, and creative preschool, building strong kids, strong families, and strong communities.
The YMCA was there when we have needed them most. They've been there for us through all the trials and tribulations that we've gone through. And, you know, if the Y can make that much of a difference on just our family, think of what difference it's made on the entire community.
The faces of the Valley landscape include many ordinary people brought together by Valley United Way to do extraordinary things to help make our community a better place to live and work. Every year, Valley United Way's Volunteer Action Center and its Corporate Volunteer Council mobilize hundreds of volunteers to put our skills to work on important projects. Their work has included renovation of the shelters for the homeless and victims of domestic violence, among many others. They collect food and clothing year-round and provide new clothes for students for the new school year. United Way also coordinates a similar group involving all of the area high schools, in addition to conducting its successful youth leadership program, training the next generation of volunteer leaders. Ultimately, Valley United Way is a caring leader in the Valley community, often blending in the background and working behind the scenes to build community. United Way becomes more visible when there is a crisis or a need. When disaster struck at Latex Foam, Valley United Way brought together the nonprofits and religious communities to provide a variety of support services to help get displaced workers back on their feet during a difficult time. United Way also hosts and supports such worthwhile efforts as the Healthy Valley Project and the Valley Council of Health and Human Services. It was also a leader in the Valley's being awarded an All-America City designation. United Way's efforts in securing grants and providing volunteer resources multiply the value of annual campaign donations, making dollars go even further in providing needed services and improving quality of life. A donation to the Valley United Way is a community investment that returns a very high dividend. Thanks to the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, your donation can mean even more this year. The foundation has given us a challenge grant that will match new and increased giving to this campaign on a dollar-for-dollar basis up to $50,000. In effect, if you increase your gift or make a first-time gift, that amount will be matched by the foundation. Valley United Way is helping to build community with the assistance of people like you who are generous and caring. I'm asking you to join me and thousands of others in becoming involved in the community by donating to this year's campaign. Thank you.